What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, some of y'all may know the Absolute Universe is thriving right now, and I mean, it's going crazy, y'all. We got some cool new looks at some people coming soon. We got the debut of Absolute Black Adam. We got the Robins and Scarecrow showing up, and now we're about to have Absolute Green Arrow, bro. I don't know about y'all, but it's a banger. This is definitely going to be a cool year for the DC Universe, especially for the Absolute Universe. But I was really thinking about what heroes and villains can we see or do we want to see, you know? And I already have like at least four I want to see, maybe five, but we just definitely are seeing some amazing things popping out. I definitely didn't see Black Adam looking as cool as he did, and I'm so hyped to see the Robins. But I wanted to give you guys like my heroes I really want to see coming in, or villains, and just let me know what y'all think. All right, but definitely my number one pick right now is Absolute Cyborg, y'all. Like, for me, with everything going on in the Absolute Universe, especially with the dark side energy, I could see us getting Absolute Cyborg. And you know how Cyborg feels like he's a monster, he looks like one. We can definitely get that type of Frankenstein type robot in there. Like, we can have Cyborg look a certain way, and I think it would look crazy. I think it would definitely go crazy. And I feel like what we can do is have him probably debut, and hear me out now, Absolute Batman. And hear me out on this one. I feel like him and Batman will definitely get along in a way, because look at this. We could have it where Vic is with his dad in Gotham. He's working for Joker's company. Something happens, something goes haywire, and Vic loses his dad, right? Victor loses his dad. When he loses his dad, but he's so messed up, his body's messed up, he becomes Cyborg. And now I feel like with Batman relating to him, saying, oh, he lost his dad, now he's a monster. But the thing is, Cyborg thinks it's Batman's fault. We can have a cool story there where Batman and Cyborg are facing off. Batman trying to reach Cyborg on, hey, it's not my fault, I'm sorry you got turned into this, but instead of being a monster like how I thought I needed to be, let me show you how to be a hero. And I think we could get a cool thing here where it could be Cyborg under Batman's wing, and you know, it would be dope to see, you know. But I just would really love to see that. But let me know what you guys feel about that one. The second one for me, definitely I feel like would show up in Absolute Green Lantern, but it would have to be Absolute Blue Beetle. Now, mind y'all, would I think it would be Jaime Reyes or Ted Kord? That's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, especially because Ted Kord is known for not using the Scarab, while Jaime is. And Jaime is probably one of the popular Blue Beetles right now. But it'd be kind of rough to say. I would personally like to see Ted Kord, because I feel like we never got to see him use the Blue Beetle Scarab in the main universe. If we could see him in the Absolute Universe use it, it would go crazy. Especially because he is super smart. We could see what the abilities he uses with it, and there could be a lot to it, you know. And I could see him show up in Absolute Green Lantern. We find out the Reach are still a thing, and the Reach send out a Scarab. Now all the Lanterns are trying to hunt him down. And the cool thing about the Lantern right now is it's not like how we know about the emotional spectrum. It's something totally different, and I feel like the Reach and the Scarab could be part of that world, you know. And we could see a cool little design. Like, I could just, oh my god, the possibilities are amazing there, guys. Like, definitely have Absolute Blue Beetle in there. Definitely show up in Absolute Green Lantern. It'd be amazing. Let me know what you guys think about that one for sure. Now the third one is definitely I don't even know what to say about this one, because it's kind of rough if you think about it, and a lot of people don't really know about him. But I would definitely say Absolute Prometheus. Now mind you, Prometheus is the dark mirror of Batman, where his parents were killed by a cop because his parents were outlaws, and he takes this into Batman. He traveled the world, learned a bunch of stuff, and he also got some cool other abilities too. But I feel like we can have a dark Batman be Prometheus, or maybe Wrath, or maybe Wraith or Wrath, whatever his name is. Like I feel like we already have Absolute Batman already on the edge, but if we have a dark mirror who showed, hey, I'm on the edge, But F the Edge, I'm free falling. It would go crazy, y'all. It would really show a different thing. It really show Batman thinking, okay, like, maybe I need to circle back. I need to figure out and keep my thing, because we already know that the absolute Batman's already on the edge, especially after he fights Poison Ivy. This man's like, you know, tiptoeing around it. But if he sees what he could really become when he goes off the edge, it becomes evil. I think he'll back out so fast. Where he's like, hey, I can't do this. I need to change. I need to be better. I need to be a better Batman, a better Bruce. And we could really have that, y'all. Like, it could really play with Batman to where he wants to be better. You know, he really wants to be better. Now, my final one is something I really, really need to see soon. And he's been one of my favorite heroes for years. I'm still mad that he's not as big as I think he should be, but it definitely needs to be Absolute Firestorm. Now, mind y'all, there are different incarnations of Firestorm, Ronnie Raymond, Jason, all that stuff, but let's go with a mix of them. You know what I mean? Now, hear me out. Let's do how we did with the New 52, like when they first started, where they had two separate Firestorms become a Fury. But now, mind you, we're not doing that. Like, we're gonna say Ronnie and Jason, they got the Matrix, but the Matrix messed them up. You know what I'm saying? They both have powers in a way. Ronnie can control fire around him. He can't make fire, but he can control fire. But Jason sees like every compound chemical. He can turn stuff like kind of the alchemy way. You know, kind of like how he can do. But they are kind of weak when they're by themselves. But when they form Firestorm together, they're a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I would say, make Firestorm look less human. Make him look more demonic, or make him look like more like walking fire. And I kind of pictured Heat Blast from Ben 10, but a little bit more less crazy looking. And I could feel like that would be a dope design for Firestorm, especially in the Absolute Universe. Now, where he would fit in, it would definitely have to be between the Absolute Superman and Absolute Flash. Who knows, y'all? Just hear me out. We get a little crossover between Absolute Flash and Absolute Superman. We have them where that they're both heroes, and we both like team up to take on Absolute Firestorm. Who knows? Maybe we could get Absolute, and you know, we could just see different things with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are my four, y'all, because there's like so many things going on with the Absolute Universe, and I want to see more of this. I want to see more of the Absolute Universe. I want to see more cool things from it. But let me know what heroes or villains you guys want to see. You know, like that. I feel like I want to keep the universe growing, keep the universe going for sure. I don't want to be like where it was like the Ultimate Universe, where it was around for like 10 to 11 years and kind of did some next level stuff. But I feel like everybody learned from that. But let me know what you guys think. What heroes, what villains would you like to see in the Absolute Universe, y'all? Six the Martian out.